Hello guys, I know you are fine. Today I want to look about the most asked question in KCP, that is social studies. Sit back, relax and enjoy. First question that will be asked in the exam. The main problem facing forest in Kenya today is, you say, cutting down of trees for human settlement, or you can say encroachment by human beings. Another question, Three in natural forests are mainly hardwood, and then the main product from Swaziland, that is planted forest, is pulp. Other question that will be asked in the exam: under the succession law of inheritance, if one dies and did not leave a will behind, the court of justice gives direction on how to settle down the wealth. Someone will be given that authority, that is the court administration from a court of law. He or she is the one that will give the direction. And then you'll be asked in the exam, what is a will? You say a will, it is a written document explaining how the estate of the deceased, someone who has died, deceased, will be shared. Other question, settling dispute in court is called, you say it is called litigation. And then another question that you must know, the main oil refinery in Kenya, that is in Mombasa, at the place known as Changamwe. Another question that you ask in the exam, countries caused by the equator in Africa, that is Gabon, Congo, DRC, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia. That is Gabon, Congo, DRC, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia are the only country crossed by the equator. And then equator, the main latitude, that is equator, marks 0 degrees. Other question that will be asked in the exam, urbanization is the dash and dash. You say urbanization is the growth and development of towns. And then you'll be asked in the exam, customary marriage is presided by who? You say customary marriage is being presided by clan elders. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the three legal marriage system in Kenya that are, you said that is customary, led by the class member, and then you have civil, led by the magistrate. You are being given 3 weeks, and then you have religious, that is spirit. Another question that will be asked in the exam, give the reason why family planning is encouraged in Kenya. You say because it enables one to raise a manageable number of children. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the main reason for rural to urban migration, the main reason for rural to urban migration, that is to search for employment. Another question, the main reason for urban to rural migration, you say that is retirement from work or old age. Another question that will be asked in the exam, the main effects of rural to urban migration, you say that is low agricultural product. That is the main effect of rural to urban, that is low agricultural products. Another question will be asked in the exam, the first African to join in the LegCo, who was that? In the year 1944, you said that was someone known as Eliud Wambu Matu was the first to be nominated in the LegCo in the year 1944. Another question that will be asked in the exam, the LegCo was established in which year? You say it was established in the year 1907, and then you had only 7 members, that all of them were the whites. Other question that will be asked in the exam, the first African minister was who? You said that is Benea Apollo Ohanga. In which year? 1955 was the first African minister to be nominated. That is Benea Apollo Ohanga in the year 1955. And then you'll be asked in the exam another question. The second African to join the LegCo, who was the second to join the LegCo? You say B.A. Ohanga, that is Benea Apollo Ohanga in the year 1946. And then you'll be asked in the exam, the original homeland for Emites was the original homeland of the Emites, that was at the place known as Arabia. Another question that will be asked in the exam, the original home of the River Lake Nilotes was, you say the original homeland of the River Lake Nilotes, that is Barel El Ghazal in South Sudan. Other question that will be asked in the exam, a foreigner qualified to apply for Kenyan citizen after living how many years in Kenya? You say after living 7 years in Kenya, at least 7 years. Other question that will be asked in the exam, one can become a Kenyan citizen by what? You say you must become a Kenyan citizen by either birth or registration. Other question that will be asked in the exam, in Kenya, the following people cannot acquire dual citizen. Those people that cannot acquire dual citizen, example, that is the president, the vice president, attorney general, chief justice, and then members of the disciplinary forces, that is KDF. People cannot be given dual citizen, that is president, president, vice president or deputy president, attorney general, chief justice, members of the disciplinary of KDF. I wish you all the best, guys.